Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Paula and I'm a 23-year-old nursing student and single mommy of one baby girl. I work PRN as a nurse's assistant and I have recently begun a journey to become debt-free in order to provide a better, more fulfilling life for me and my daughter, one where we are more than comfortable financially and don't ever have to go without. So that sounds like something you can get behind. Feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any of our progress on our journey to financial freedom. So yes, today we are going to be cash stuffing my overall lingering debt. I am going to be paying that off today. So I'm super excited for this video and basically showing you guys all of my current balances and basically shuffling the money so that I'm able to pay those off. So that is why we are not even going to get into a money count. We are just going to go straight into the nitty-gritty and go over what outstanding balances I have and how much needs to be paid towards it, and if we're going to be able to pay it off today. So I'm super excited about that. So yes, first things first, like I said, we have our money here. I'm not going to go ahead and count this. We're just going to get straight into it. I do have a couple of little envelopes that I used to use back in the day. If you were a OG subscriber, these are little envelopes that I use for like all of my different cards. If I would have a balance on it, then I would put money in its allotted placeholder areas. So yes, I also have this little Apple one. This just kind of represents the Apple card, not Apple TV. Anyways, so moving on, I want to go ahead and go over my 4 major debt balances that we are going to be paying toward today. Today is definitely kind of a different video. It's still a cash stuffing, but it's not like we're not including my cash envelopes and my weekly allowances and all of that stuff. This is not really a paycheck per se. This is kind of my student loans helping out, like my Pell Grant type of thing helping out. So yes, this is me getting out of my credit card / consumer debt. I don't particularly view student loans as consumer bad debt, but this is definitely bad debt that I had accumulated over a year, about $10,000 in total, and we are at the basically the tail end of paying it off. So I'm super excited about that. It has been 4 months of just grinding it out, putting basically every penny and every dime that I got or made from my job or got from Christmas or any other little occasion and put that towards my debt. And yes, we are finally here. We are finally at the day where we are able to pay it off. So I'm super excited about that. So let's go ahead and we are going to start with my Apple. So let's start with that. So we're going to start with my Apple card. My Apple card currently has a balance of $38 on it. So basically I'm just going to shell out the money, basically divvy it up and put it into its respective envelope, just so we can kind of see a visual of me paying off my debt. Because if you've been on this journey with me for basically 4 months now, this is all we have been working towards, is paying this debt off. So that is what we're going to be doing today, like I said. And yes, let's go ahead and get to it. So like I said, my Apple credit card has $38 on it. So we are going to put a 20, a 10, a 5, and 3 ones toward this. So let's make sure we are accurate. So we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 7, and 8. So we have $38 there. So I'm just gonna put this in here. Yes, put that in there. And we are gonna move on now to my credit union credit card. So I just named that one the Visa credit card. So that's fantastic. And what's so cool about this is that literally I am able to pay off all of my outstanding debt that are accruing interest and all of that stuff literally on my birthday. Today is my birthday. I'm filming this. I am 23 today. It's so amazing. I'm so happy that I just think that's a full circle moment. Literally I'm able to pay off all of my debt literally here on my birthday, and I'm spending some time talking with you guys so that we can go ahead and get this paid off once and for all. It's just like like I said, it's just like a really nice full circle moment, and I'm glad that I'm able to share that with you guys and that you guys have been here along on this ride. So thank you so much if you have been here since the beginning of my little kind of bounce back journey. Anyways, moving on, like I said, credit card from my credit union. This currently has a balance of $450. Like more than half of this is from my daughter's daycare, but I just put it on this card because the other card that I usually put it on, there's not like a high credit limit on that. And so anyways, I don't like it, it's not a big deal, doesn't matter. 450 is on here, so I'm gonna do 3 100s. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna do 5 20s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna do 10 5s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's make sure that that is accurate. But yes, thank you guys so much for anybody that has been here on this journey with me since I brought my channel back in October, going over my debt journey and like when I started working as a nurse's assistant and started making some money in order to pay off my outstanding balances. So yes, I really appreciate you guys if y'all have been here from that, and anybody that has tuned in along the way. It is greatly appreciated. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and count this and make sure that this is 450. We have 100, 200, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 405, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So 450 here. So that is fantastic. But yes, like I said, I just feel like it's a full circle moment that I'm literally going to be paying off my outstanding debt. I have like word soup and salad and just like, oh, I'm so distraught. I really don't want to like talk about it here because it's supposed to be like a joyous occasion. But like just something with nursing school. But anyways, so yes, 450 here. This was like I said, more than 328 of it is from Honora's daycare expenses, and then some of it was for like nursing school, some more nursing school upstarting costs. So that is that right there. So if we put, what is it, 38 for the apple and 450 here for the Visa, that's $488 so far that we have been contributing to debt this week, literally. So yes, moving on, let's go ahead and go to the Capital One card. So here we have her, the Capital One envelope, so that we can go ahead and pay her off. She has a outstanding balance, but it's not accruing interest right now. These first 3 cards are not accruing interest, but they do have kind of a high limit on them. Like I want to go ahead and just get them paid off. This Capital One card has $1,500 on it. It's $1,519, so let's go ahead and get that money nice and organized. So we're gonna do 9 100s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have that. And then we are going to do 6 50s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of these here. I'm just gonna like move these up so we can be nice and organized. And after that, we're gonna do 10 20s. So let's go ahead and grab these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Boom. And then we are going to do 10 10s. This might be all of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We are going to count this when I'm done, just to make sure that I didn't get nothing wrong. We're going to do 5 3s. I think that's it. Yep. Just the 5 threes here. And then we have 4 ones. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so let's go ahead and count this and make sure that this is the 15, 19 here. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Okay, so 488 here. Hopefully I remember that because I'm gonna need a moment because this is gonna, no ma'am. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 900. So 900 plus 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300 plus 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10. So that's 200. It's 200. And then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Plus 100 is some sticky bills. 5, 10, 15, plus 15, plus 1, 2, 3, and 4. Plus 4 equals 15, 19, which is perfect, which is freaking perfect. So yes, let's go ahead and throw this in here. Moving along. Ugh. Don't want to be messing up the money too much. Okay, there we go. Bam. Bam. There we go, Miss Capital. Once she is paid off, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, and then last but not least, we have my longest outstanding balance with Discover. Y'all know I have been tirelessly trying to pay her down. Every little cent that I've had, I've been trying to put towards her, especially because she is the one that is accruing interest, and she has been beating me up with this interest lately, and it's just been so annoying. So here, lastly, we have $773 that we're gonna put towards her so that we can just go ahead and pay her all the way off, and she's going to take a long break. Like, I love this card. They you know, gave me a chance when I was, what, 18, my first credit card. Like, they were the people that really stuck beside me, okay? So I love her. I will never talk bad about Discover card. But she did let me get out of control a little bit. I don't appreciate that, but you know, she did come in clutch as well when I needed her. So I'm not mad about, you know, paying interest here and there and whatever else. She gotta make her coin. Never again will I do it. But this, let's go ahead and put this last $773 towards her. So we are going to make sure that we have 7 100s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is perfect. We have 3 20s going here, 1, 2, and 3. We have 110, and then we have 3 1s going here. So boom, Miss Discover is paid off. I'm super, super, super excited and super, super thankful. Y'all know that when I first brought my cash stuffing and trying to pay my debt down, that one video that I had, it did really well, and that money definitely did help toward putting some money towards my debt and paying that off. So it definitely allowed me to get done paying this off quicker as well. My goal was to get it paid down by the beginning of January, but I kept having like nursing school costs and stuff like that. So I'm not mad. We are at February 1st, and the debt is gone. The outstanding debt is gone. The debt that is accruing interest is gone. Everything beside my student loans. But like I said, I don't view that as like bad debt, you know, accruing crazy interest, like 20% worth of interest, blah, 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 blah. So yes, we have all of our freaking cards paid down, and they absolutely will be taking a break. So what is that? We have 15, 19 plus that 448, I believe. So 450 plus that 38 plus Miss 773 here. So that is $2,780 that we have been able to contribute toward debt. this week in order to get her paid off. So I'm super, super, super excited about that. And I'm so thankful. Like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in and being here and helping with just like my morale of paying this off and really helping me keep a positive attitude and supporting me through this journey. It has been actually like a long journey. Like we have been here every week for the past 4 months trying to get this debt paid down. So I am so thankful that you guys are here and I'm so appreciative of that. So like I said, moving on, we are going to go ahead and color my debt tracker. I don't even have enough circles to color in to reach the $2,700 that we're putting towards it. So I'm just gonna color in the rest of these while we kind of just have a powwow. I know, like, I'm sorry, because last time I was really, really complaining about my job and I was just kind of like overwhelmed. But let's talk about some other things kind of like on a lighter note. And yeah, let's get to it. Because I kind of want to express how I feel to y'all, like, you know, just like let's kiki a little bit. So I'm just gonna color in all of these, and then the total I'm just gonna put down here, and then we will calculate how much altogether I have been able to contribute to my debt, because I'm not exactly sure if it's under 10 grand or right above 10 grand or like right at 10 grand. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let me go ahead and let me turn this light on too, because y'all know it'd be a little iffy. So yes, I'm going to grab this and we have the right color and all of that. Yeah, so we're just gonna color in these last couple of things here. And yes, I'm so freaking ecstatic, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so anyways, yes, let's go ahead and talk about it. Thank you guys so much for anybody who wished me a happy birthday. I am really thankful and grateful for that. It has been an interesting day, not a bad day by any means. We definitely just got the keys to our new place, so I'm super excited about that. We did our little like walkthrough and all of that. I think this is too big, or I'm like zoomed in too big. No, this is too big, I think. So yes, the house is absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to move into it here soon. We have like a little bit of an overlap. Like we have honestly like a month of overlap. So we don't have to move in and be rushed, which is really nice because I really don't like moving. The process of moving, I love moving into a bigger space, a more upgraded space. Love the idea of that, but the whole moving no, I don't like moving. But yeah, so that was the main thing. So I'm super happy about that. We just came back from that, honestly. Checked it out, kind of trying to get a feel of like what furniture we want to put in here and how things are going to look and like where everything's going to go and all of that. Yes, so boom, cute. Then last night, y'all know that I'm in nursing school. It's going actually really, really well. I'm very, very happy. Y'all know that last week I said that I took my dose calc test. I'm pretty sure I let y'all know that. So I took my dose calc test and I told y'all that in order to pass, you have to get a 95. And if you don't get a 95, then you have to retake it. And I felt really good about taking that exam. And like, that was the best I've ever felt walking out of a math test. Like, honestly, like I did really, really good. And yesterday we got our scores back, and unfortunately I got a freaking 90, which means that I got 2 wrong, which was 1 too many, really 2 too many. Like, let's be for real. We don't want to be getting any questions wrong with dose calc. So yes, I'm going to have to go back and study and really immerse myself in learning that material. I did really good. Me and my friends had a little study session, and this grade, I think, oh, my eye is starting to burn. I have like a dry eye problem. Sorry. But yeah, so me and my friends had a little study session like 4 hours before the exam, and I like my mind drew a complete blank when we started our study session. A complete blank. I was like, I don't remember doing I don't remember how to do any of this stuff. And it was like really, really scaring me, and I just got super nervous because this test counted toward your exam grade. So yes, if you did not pass, you got to retake dose calc, but they weren't going to take like your best score and put it toward your final exam grade. And final exam grade is worth 70% of your overall grade. I'm sorry, like my eyes are watering so bad. Like I'm literally crying right now. Like I can barely see. but this happens like once a week. It's very annoying. Sorry, it sounds like I'm like literally like bawling, but I'm not. My eyes are just watery. Really, really bad. Am I outside the line? No, I wasn't even outside the line. So yeah, so that's how that went. I did really, really good. In my study session, like everything started coming back to me, but unfortunately I got 2 wrong. And so now I'm gonna have to retake that exam, and that kind of just like really irritated me because we had so much anxiety before that exam. Like it was so bad. Like we overhyped that exam so much. It wasn't even that hard. And I was literally shaking through the test. I didn't take an energy drink that morning or anything, but I was shaking throughout that test. The entire time I was shaking, I was sweating, and I'm like, bro, like that irritated the crap out of me that I was like doing all of that. Because it's a test that you get 3 tries on, and I knew I did well when I walked out of there, but I was like, I know for a fact that I got at least 1 wrong. And I was kind of iffy on like, did I get 1 or 2? Maybe. I know for a fact I did not get 3 wrong though. So, yeah, so the grades came back and I got 2 wrong. So I'm gonna have to retake the exam, but that's fine. I was a little bit irritated about it. And a couple of the girls in my group, which is really crazy because 2 of the girls in my group got 100s. I got a 90. One of the other girls got a 16, and then one of the other girls got a 65. So I actually think that's pretty good for our group. Like it would be better if we all got like obviously 100s, but I feel like that means that like we're a pretty diverse group and we're able to like help each other when like, you know, somebody's lacking in an area and another person is not. Like we have good variety. Like, you know, it's better that like everybody like gets an A, but like in terms of like, you know, the variety in the group, like you don't have like a whole bunch of type A's in the same, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of thing. So that's why I'm like, we have a really, really good vibe, and we have 2 more chances that we can take this exam, and I got a 90. So I'm like, I hope that I'm not super anxious to the point where I overthink things and I do worse on the next exam, because that's my biggest fear. That's why I didn't want to take it again, because I'm like, what if I have so much anxiety and I start overthinking things or I start studying things wrong? And I was so close but so far away for, you know, not having to take this exam again and not have to take it again. And I'm just like a little bit nervous about that, because I'm like, girl, like if you take this test again and you get a worse grade, like I don't even know what to say at that point, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm gonna study. We have to do like remedial work. So we have to kind of go to a tutoring, which I'm fine with, because y'all know that I want to kind of be in critical care. So you really can't play when it comes to medication. So I'm not mad that I have to, you know, really not play about that, because if I got a 100 or if I passed this exam, I was not going to look at dose calc for the rest of the semester. I promise you that I was not. I was like, girl, I have other fish to fry. I am not about to be worried about dose calc. Dose calc is finished. I was not about to be worried about her. But I'm like, you know, I was feeling a little bit upset yesterday when I got the grade back. My mom was like, you know what? Like, the universe just probably wants you to be a master at this. And I'm like, you know what? The universe does want me to be a master, because you cannot be playing with people's medications. You know what I'm saying? And especially whether I work with babies or ICU or something like that, like, you know, medication can really impact somebody. So it's like, you need to be on your P's and your Q's about that. And the fact that I have to look over it again, and I was so close to passing and not looking at it ever again, to the point where now I have to go ahead and immerse myself in it again. I'm mad that I have to take it again, but I'm not mad that, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit better versed in it than if I would have just gotten this 95 and never looked at it again until next semester. So now that just kind of tells me like, well, you maybe should probably do some dose calc like every week and just really brush up on that, even when you do pass this exam. Like keep it real fresh in your mind, so that you never forget. Like that's not something that you want to forget, even though we're on an automated system and all of that stuff. So yes, that was kind of one thing that just kind of like had me feeling some type of way, just like really, really irritated that like, oh my gosh, I have to take this again. But at least my overall grade that's going to be counted toward my exam grade is high. You know, it's a 90, so you know, it gives me some wiggle room for sure. So I'm pleased with that. I can't really ask for too much more than that because, you know, that was my error. That was my flaw. People were getting 100, so obviously that means I did something wrong, you know. It wasn't a flaw in the test. So that was part of that. And then I know like last video I was like super complainatory. I don't think that's a word, but anyways, I was complaining a lot and it kind of like annoyed me how much I was complaining. And I still decided to upload it because, you know, some days working in healthcare are going to be harder than others, and it just is what it is. And I wanted to speak my piece about it, and it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope nobody took offense to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes your patient load is just heavy. It just is what it is. But I did get a comment about it, and it was like, it irritated me a little bit because I'm like, girl, like I am gonna express myself how I choose to express myself. I wasn't saying anything crazy, I don't think. You know, like, you know, some people out here. But anyways, but I just thought it was bizarre, like the timing of the comment, because I haven't gotten any negative comments. I think since I've rebooted my channel, and the one negative comment that I get was literally on my birthday. I was like, girl, how the devil is working. I don't want to hear this. Like, get out of my face with that. Like, no ma'am. Like, no ma'am. I was like, how convenient is that? That is so strange that literally the one negative comment that I get out of this 4 months of being back on my cash budgeting grind, it happened on my birthday. Like, be so freaking for real. Be so freaking for real right now, you know? So I'm like, that kind of irritated me too. I'm like, I'm just gonna try and not let it get to me. It was basically like, oh, it said something about like, oh my gosh, like you're complaining, maybe you don't need to be a nurse or something like that. And I'm like, girl, like you don't know anything about me. Like, be for real. Be so freaking for real. Like, I can complain all I want, but my patients will never know. You feel me? They will never see that attitude on my face. Never, ever, ever. My patients love me at the end of the day. So I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you about that, but they will never see it written on my face. Okay? The person I was complaining about the most, okay? Like, be for real. Be for real. It's like when you're actually there in the healthcare system, like, unless you work there, like, you definitely don't know. And I think it's a good learning experience for me, at least. And so I'm going to continue to work there. Like I said, my patients will never know if I'm having a bad night, okay? They will never know. They will never see it on my face. I never, you know, come at them anyway, any kind of ways on anything. Like, so I was like, that just kind of irritated me because it's like, you don't know what kind of patient care I give out, and you're telling me that I shouldn't be a nurse. Like, be freaking for real. And I'm in nursing school. And I was like, like the timing was just like, it was irritating me because I was like, ooh, I just failed this dose count exam. And I get this negative comment telling me I shouldn't be a nurse. And like, it's my birthday. And like, what the heck? Like, what are you trying to tell me, God? You know? So it's just like, it was too much for a moment. But I'm like, you know what? Like I said, she doesn't know what kind of patient care I give out. Like I said, my patients will never know if I'm having a bad night. I promise you that. They will never experience it. They will never feel that. They will get 100% quality care from me. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how I woke up. It doesn't matter how I show up. If I'm irritated or what about anything, they won't know. So I'm like, get off my back. And I'm like, if you were ever my patient, I'm sure you would love me too, because I treat my patients with all of the respect, okay? So, yes, all I was saying when I was complaining was I'm not going to lose my job over a 12-hour shift. That's just not going to happen. Because like I said, if I lose my CNA license, how in the hell do I expect for anybody to give me a RN license? You know what I'm saying? So that was that. But anyways, I am calculating all of the, if I can see it, I'm calculating all of the payments now that I have bubbled everything in. I'm calculating all of the payments that we have put toward the debt overall, because I think it went up, because in total, when I made this tracker, my debt was like 9 grand or 8 grand. So that's why I'm like, I don't have enough bubbles because when I added Honora's photos and I added $1,700 for nursing school stuff, that upped the amount. So anyways, like I said, let's go ahead and calculate this. Plus 972. But yeah, so that's why I was just like kind of irritated a little bit, but I was like, I really was complaining a lot in that video. The calculator is doing the same thing it was doing last time. Like, it's really irritating. 72 plus 282, yeah. So yeah, that's what that was. And like I said, I was expressing myself. I'm going to speak my truth. You know, this is my journey. This is my life. And if I want to tell y'all about it, I'm going to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some nights are harder than others. And I felt like they were being rude with how heavy my assignment was. And sometimes you do have a heavier assignment that you eventually have to go to upper management about if they keep doing that to you, because that is how you lose your license. You know, when you have a patient load that you cannot handle, that is how you lose your license. That is how you know, lose your career. So I'm not going to do that, you know? And I just feel like they had something against me because of the fact that I went PRN and I can't be full-time because I'm in school. And also, I was telling y'all about my bonus. Apparently it wasn't a 90-day bonus. It was a 6-month bonus, but I don't think I'm going to get that because I'm pretty sure I had to stay full-time for the duration of that in order to receive that bonus completely. So I'm not really looking forward to getting that anymore. And then I thought it was really interesting. I messaged my manager because now that my 90 days are over, I'm supposed to be able to pick up on like available shifts. And that kept not being the case. Like I haven't been able to pick up any shifts because like it's a setting that is in our management system for our schedules. And I messaged her about it and she got back to me, which is great, you know. But she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and what did she say? She's like, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and let the system manager know that he can allow you to pick up shifts on my specific unit only, which I found really interesting because I was like, this would be a great opportunity if I wanted to pick up extra shifts to go learn other floors like ICU, or you can't really do mother baby or anything like that around kids if you don't have like a specific thing on your badge, which I don't have because I wasn't hired in that unit. But like you have PCU and ortho and neuro and the ED and ICU, and I was like, this would be a really, really, really good learning experience if I could pick up on other floors here and there. Plus 662. And so when she said, oh yeah, I'm gonna let him know so that you can pick up on my home unit only, I was like, ooh, that's a little weird because nobody else is restricted to only picking up on their unit. So I was like, ooh, that's weird. I'm like, okay, maybe it's because like I'm a brand new CNA and I've only been here for 90 days, but I'm like, they have floated me to other floors. They have floated me to heavier floors as well. I've been in the ED, I've been on ortho. So I'm like, why all of a sudden, how have I been floated to these places, but I can't pick up anywhere else? I can only pick up on my home unit, which is med-surg, which I don't have a problem with, but like there's other med-surg units as well. So I'm like, why? Okay, girl, interesting. So I was like, yeah, that's really interesting. Like I said, they have been showing me where my loyalty should lie, and like I remain to say, it should lie with myself and my family and my daughter and what's going to be best for us. And I'm going to continue to work there because like I do like my job to an extent. Like I do actually like my job. I am ADHD and I am a people person, so I do like the turn and burn of the patients. You deal with different patients every time you go in for the most part. And sometimes you get really good patients, really nice patients, and all different types of people, right, that you interact with. You do sometimes get heavier patients, or you get patients that are a little bit snippy, snarky, but for the most part, like, it's decent. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it makes me not want to pick up, basically. Is like, I would just work my 2 shifts a month, like my mom told me to. Just work your 2 shifts a month and focus on school, because like I said, they're showing me that, like, you know, they don't really value their staff too much, and I've seen that. That's why so many nurses are quitting from my home unit as well. And it just is what it is, because it's like they hold things against you, and then there are some really rude day shift people, and that day shift affects night shift, because the person that was giving me the heavier schedule is on day shift, and she affects night shift because she makes the assignments. And people have continued to have problems with her, and she is a bully to other employees, and they have told me their stories with her. And so I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not going to go to anybody. I'm not going to argue. I'm going to come here my twice a month, and I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to go home. And like I said, this is going to be a constant reminder that I need to do well in nursing school so that I can move on and move forward in my career as a nurse, period. And then have that autonomy to be able to kind of pick my floor and have more say over what I want to do when I come to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not want to be a med surg nurse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get to pick my specialty and move on, you know? So yeah, because I'm like, I didn't get to pick which floor I worked on. I just took whatever was available, and they chose to hire me. So yeah, that's how that went. But anyways, like I said, that's just like my spiel, and I was feeling a little bit sensitive just because a couple of things back to back to back. But I do have a lot of things to be grateful for. And like I said, I'm very grateful that you guys have been here and sticking by me and watching me on my journey and encouraging me. And I really hope that I have been able to do that for you as well on your journeys. Also, because we are, like I said to everybody, we are in this together, and we are doing what we have to do for our families and to better our lives in general and as a whole. It's very important to, you know, get out of debt and try to stay out of debt as much as you can so that you can spend that money on better things. And so yes, that is what we are trying to move toward. But anywho, I did go ahead and calculate all of this, and we are sitting at $11,921 toward my debt that we have paid off just now today. So I am super, super, super excited about that. Like I said, it felt like a little bit of a rat race to begin with. Here, let's put it down here. Let's put it down here. Yes, it felt like a little bit of a rat race to begin with, because it just felt like, you know, you're putting so much effort and money towards all of this stuff, and like it didn't feel like anything was happening. But today is the day that these things are getting paid off. And even though, like I said, we're kind of doing like a little shuffle moment, because this is technically still debt, but it's my student loans and debt. But anyways, I still have a job. So like, you know, we're still been paying towards that. And I think I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my student loans though, because I'm like, this might be TMI, but like, do I want to join the military so that they can kind of like pay for my schooling? Because I know that that can be retroacted. And then like, I probably do want an advanced degree, and I know that they can pay for those as well, depending on like what you do for them. So I'm like, do I do that, or do I just work my you know, 36 hours a week when I'm a nurse? Hopefully just get like a high paying specialty maybe, and then just pay it off. By that point, it's going to be a nice 50K student loan. So I'm like, ooh, that's going to be a little challenge. But like somebody did tell me, sorry if that crack made you uncomfortable. Like somebody did tell me, don't make your debt higher than your starting salary. And I don't believe that I will be over that, because my student loan aggregate loan limit maxes out at 50 grand, and my starting salary should be somewhere around a little over 50 grand to 60 grand, depending on where I go. And like I said, the hospital that I'm at right now is the lowest paying hospital. That's why I'm like, girl, I don't even know if I'm going to stay with you, girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to work my little job. I'm going to work my two shifts a month, and we're filling you out. We're filling you out. Cause like I said, I went to this hospital cause I had an amazing experience there. But like anything, when you get on the back end of it, stuff just hits the fan and you see how things are really going. But that's what I said, like my hospital, we mask it very well. Everybody that is irritated and this, that, and the third, we mask it very well. We treat our patients with the utmost respect, which is what I like, especially being a patient. So we'll see though, because who knows, we might be going somewhere else. But like I said, I want to keep good rapport with them. And so, yeah, like I said, I do like my job overall to begin with. And I love the fact that I am PRN right now. Why would I go anywhere else trying to be PRN, learn a different system, all of that? Not going to do that. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to work. I am thankful for the opportunity to be able to pick when I work. And so, yes, I'm grateful for the fact that I can do PRN and be a nursing student, because yes, we are moving forward. But yes, like I said though, this is our total. It's almost $12,000, y'all. We have paid basically almost $12,000 in debt, which is freaking crazy. But yes, I'm so excited to put this money in the bank and have this wiped off of the cards. Hopefully it's zero. All these cards are zero by the time I go to edit this video, so that I can show y'all the balances. I might show y'all in the next cash stuffing anyways, I don't know. But yes, anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for being here, so much for watching, and so much for being a part of my journey. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that have left positive, encouraging comments. Like I said, I really hope that I was able to help you guys on your journey as well and keep that morale up, because we are in this together. I will be taking a break from spending on credit cards that are accruing interest. But you know, if you're still in debt, girl, we are still here with you, period, point blank. And I wish you the absolute best, girl or boy, whatever, it don't really matter, do it. But yes, because I'm happy that we are here on this day. I feel like a weight has been lifted. I've had so much anxiety about this debt, especially with, you know, going down on my hours at work, and now I'm not able to use my PTO anymore. Y'all know I had some PTO left over. I'm not able to use that, and they only pay out a percentage of it. So I'm just like, you know what, it's just like I've had anxiety about so many things, but this is one big weight that has been lifted up off of my shoulders, and I'm so thankful. So like I said, I honestly don't know if I would have been able to do it without y'all, you know, being here and encouraging me this fast, because it's been 4 months, like October, November, December, January. Like I said, end of January, we have it going. It would have took me a little bit longer, you know, if I wasn't in school. Actually, no, because I probably would have been able to work a little bit more. But like I said, thank you for the student loans to be able to just go ahead and get rid of this debt that's accruing higher interest than what the student debt is accruing. So anyways, like I said, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope this was not crooked the whole time. That's embarrassing. But yes, like I said, I will see you guys next week when we do our paycheck cash stuffing, because that money is still rolling in. Like, I'm working full time, I think, until probably the next payout. But yes, I will see you guys next week. I hope you have an amazing weekend or week or whenever this posts. I don't know. But yes, I will see you later, girl. Bye-bye.